last Sunday was the 19th of the 4th, 2021. So it's deliberately done till the 19th of July, 2 months. They blocked it. So basically, anyone listening, how's that be? They've set me up on this. Don't know if I can get the up to work out a separate new channel. Specifically detailing the facts, and it's going to have to be if I can find the time later today, UK, about an hour. And detailing the content of Awaken World that was lawful, that didn't breach any guidance of YouTube, which is owned by Google Inc. PLC Corporation, and powers that be, public servants in England, especially demonic Freemasons. They've been flagging anything they find online. So they've been going back on every single thing I've ever used online to set me up in UK as a TI. And they know who they are. I know who they are. I can name every single individual who is behind a lot of really serious demonic stuff against me. 1 o'clock or something in the morning UK time, and this is what they do. So I've just checked old videos from 2 years ago. They're flagging that up. I've got nothing against breach of any policies of any public funded companies in England, because they're governed by consent. So be aware, this is a demonic attempt to wipe me out. And so they think I don't have a platform to get out the truth, what they're doing to me. Is really so that sickening that they do this. I've gone live on this platform because I know they're playing everything back to use against me. And the card they're setting me up on, and I went back on the other channel, this is like 2 years ago. I haven't used it in 2 years. And I did used to put my face on it, but this evidence of, go on websites and research this evidence yourself. Targetjustice.com for one. Download the documents, read up about it. What the hell is this targeted individual subject about? And what is gaslighting about? And then obviously on top, we have this unfortunate demonic. Demonic is a strong, I suppose, word you could say, and it is real. You have these men well, not men, it's lost their souls years ago. You have a lot of sick-minded demonic entities in the bodies of men and women that just want to use and lie and make false assumptions up about people, and then label them and put them on a list for things they haven't done. So I don't really care anymore, to be honest, because I know I know what's right. I know what's true. Offline as well. And this is another example of what the extreme measures these demonic Freemasons worship. I wasn't married to one. I might as well just do another video on this channel to show you that bloody photo of that sick, evil, you know what, from the late 90s. I might as well name people and expose a lot of them. I've got nothing to lose. But I won't breach any data protection, any personal, but I will sue each man and woman responsible, and I know who they are. I should do a commercial lien against every damn one of them, and they're not protected with limited liability against the, they work for these corporations, public funded especially, and they think they can intimidate and threaten my life. Well, you got another thing coming, and then think I won't speak out. You've got another thing coming now. This is war. This is a spiritual war. I'm not a violent individual at all, or no threat to nobody, but you don't do this to me and get away with it. And you think you have your connections and or whatever you want to bloody believe, get a life. Because these people, I know what they've been doing for so long in this area. You just can't make it up. It's like a bloody movie, and they're still doing what they're doing all these years on, and they're going to have to answer to. And I hope they'll rot in hell because it's so evil. It's just demonic, and I live in the middle of it all, and that's the worst thing. But the fact is that they deliberately do so much things, and and the extent I've got these devices I can pick up. I know where the cameras are. I know what they've been doing to my flat. I don't give a shite about bricks and mortar here. But where the hell else am I meant to live with my medical equipment? Yeah, and I know what they got planned. You see, when you have the gift of insight and you know your lawful rights, etc., they hate it. They see you as an empowered individual and they hate it. And of course, I must have been getting some truth out on Awaken World Channel, because I was just watching the past up late now, but watching these videos. I'm not here to get views, and I'm just talking the facts of experience of life, and others are going through so much worldwide too. YouTube is not the platform anymore, and when you find other alternative that I have now. I know we'll go and get another bloody phone to get those particular applications on it, and I will do that ASAP. Because I know what you got planned, and I tell you, you ain't gonna get away with it. Because I know about the correct sentence grammar technology. I know trust law. I know so much. I've learned of good people, really, really true Christian, good-hearted people, and there are good, positive angels, spiritual angels around us. I know that. So for you demonic entities out there, that I know you always, doesn't matter what I do, controlling this kind of technology is nothing new because I have all these very good software on this computer, and you get through the main I'm paying for an internet service company when they allow these corporations to get through and monitor what I'm doing. What kind of threat is somebody like me to anyone else? I can see hacking already, and it's like nothing. I'm no threat to nobody, and I'll tell you, they're doing it to me. So I saw the threats. I saw the physical. Well, I've had a physical threat. I've had a warning by you demonic Freemasons opening my post and send me a message. Well, that don't intimidate me. I know your sick games. And then what was it? All the comments on the old channel I saw. I hope you're dead already. I hope you die. Really? Seriously? Is that what you want to bloody well? Oh, let her trip herself up? I find it absolutely pathetic. It's just so steeping. How much, you can't make how many flats are rented out to perpetrators and how much of the public purse is being paid to police informers and gaslighters. You just can't make up the reality of this world, and I don't bloody protest. I don't go marches. I don't say nothing against anything untoward. Yeah. And anything I do say, I can back it up with facts of affidavit, first hand knowledge. I don't need to bloody well. I just find it so absolutely pathetic and childish. And yeah, expected. So I've got screenshots and I shall upload their other formats. Well, you want to label me with things I don't have? You want to lie about me with medical equipment that I do have, but you say I don't? Susan, you know who you are. Play it back to your bloody well perpetrators. How much are they paying you in your bloody public servant role? Lying about me. You did back in March 2019. You said I don't need hoisting. Well, I've never said I need hoisting 4 times a day. Then you said you contradicted yourself, and then you said, "Oh, there's no evidence I have this medical equipment in my flat." What else? There's a hell of a lot of stuff you lied about me in England to these other it's a private companies. DunandBradstreet.co.uk. I'm going to be doing a lot of research. God forbid that I have the energy to do that. It is war. You want a battle, you've got one. But I do it with pen and paper. I'm non-violent individual. But these other demonic entities really gotta. You see, when you keep a journal and when you keep a diary and you compare it with the previous year, etc., and you find that all this is all being predestined, pre-planned. They've been keeping a log of everything to build up to where I am now, and they think they've got a case. Really? Look at the definition, Black's Law Edition 4 for 5th, what case really means. And then you look at the evidence of these. You see, when you find the evidence, what the birth certificate is, it's just a piece of paper. It's trust, it's equity. And when you know who you are as a living, fresh and blood individual, empowered with knowledge, they don't like it. They've got to servant you. They've got to create a ultimate. The ultimate for them is to take my liberty, breach my natural God-given rights. You name it, it's going on. And I tell you, if I had a pair of wings and fly, do you think I'll be around this area? No, at all, not at all. And I can't. I really just hate this demonic environment. It's just bricks and mortar to me. It's not a home. Not when I first moved in, and you set me up for so many ways to create trauma after trauma. And you think I don't know now how all of this has been for all of this history today. It is now I know, sort of thing, how everything has been the way it's been, and to date, and the future. And I haven't got a crystal ball, But I tell you, how much the public funds is being wasted. It's just not just me though, is it? This is whether whatever one's belief systems are, you know, I am so proud of those that, you know, are so spiritually waking up now, can see through the veil of the deception and deceit. And it's only now the matter of time. When you see the skies and the weather, even with your own eyes or on live weather cameras, and you're seeing the demonic skies, and the world is just unbelievable. I thank goodness my late mum isn't here to see all this take place, because she just would not be able to cope. And I hope to goodness that one day that my own adult son and daughter will realise that everything that's going on right now is not for the good. And I hope and pray, whatever life, whatever world there's going to be, that my grandchildren will realise all this too. And some of them are older and some still young. And it doesn't matter anymore. You lose the fear, and there's nothing they can do. You know, the pride on to get your vibrations down, the pride on to run you down and to constantly get you in the fear. And I tell you, if any of you bloody nasty public servants forced entry to my home without lawful due process, you're going to know it, I tell you, because you've messed with the wrong individual. You've done it too often. I've been set back, I've been polite, I've been honourable. Now the gloves are off, and pen and paper job, and so to speak. So no, I'm not going to invest in a new computer. I've seen you really damage this one, and hacking is so unbelievable. The GPS on phones, everything like that with 5G and you name it, it's going on. But the satellites, the evidence, the patterns. I mean, the strike on the Awaken World channel was something I didn't even mention about the COVID-19 subject at all. It's complete opposite. Unbelievable. A strike for something I was reading, which is public knowledge of a website. And I know who that individual was that popped in the chat that time, because I don't normally stream twice in that day on the last Sunday. And the triggers, they knew what's going on. They knew. They got that individual in. And I know where she's from. And they pose, you know, the AI technology, how it works. They can pose as somebody that you might know. Because in the chat, anybody can be anybody, fake a profile, pose as somebody. This sickening advanced technology is so sophisticated. And if anybody wants to go and check out anyone on this subject with the AI, the technology, etc., is Brian Chu. I don't know how he does it, but his write up on his bio on end of his videos, it's spot on. And people call him this, that, and the other, but he's the only one that writes up the facts for viewers to know. And he's traveling around the world to keep trying to get this island. I don't blame him. You don't get away from this. So basically, I will keep going spiritually best one can, and I'll be guided by my spiritual belief. And I will be honourable always, but I will be definitely be fighting back in honour and with the knowledge I know and how to do things. But I won't wear myself out doing it. I will just do my commercial means. And yeah, personally take on each individual. I know who they are and where they're based. And it's just, I'm not going to divulge my private life or information with Tom, Dick, and Harry. But you see, they already breached my X amount of years of medical data unlawfully. So, yeah, the key important things at the moment is MI5, Metropolitan Police, they're all corporations. You go after, do the SAR requirement to your data held, or seek clarification what data is held. There's no guarantee you'll get a remedy. I'm not after a financial remedy, I'm after to get off their bloody watch list. What kind of terrorist am I? Nobody. I find a terrorist am I? Nobody. I find that hilarious. Put on a terrorist watch list for a movie. So